What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Desi Lux here to put your bit in the Cobra Clutch. You know what's up? Today we checking out this video from Internet Anarchist. I seen him drop this a couple days ago, so we tap into it. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Nikocado Avocado? This is a name I have not heard in a long time. This is a YouTube creator who is really big. He did like this social experiment where he just did a bunch of mukbangs. Mukbangs is what blew him up. He gained so much weight, and then he just decided one day he was going to pre-record a bunch of videos and post them. And the whole time he was losing the weight. I actually see him. He just got his body. He got his skin loss surgery just recently. So he removed his excess skin from losing all his weight. So, man, we go see what's been going on with him. Internet Anarchist does great videos. You got any other videos from him y'all want me to do? Any other these YouTube documentaries? Any video at all? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments, bro. If I do the video, I'm going to shout you out. Twitch.tv/DesiLux. Stream every other day. And yeah, let's get into this.
It's been a year since Nikocado Avocado bamboozled the entire internet
That was
with
a
a
year
single
ago?
video. He went from being the laughingstock of the internet for his obnoxious persona in his mukbang videos
Praise, oh!
to a master of deception who even left Charlie singing his praises.
This moment right here is this generation's I Am Your Father. This is up there with the Darth Vader identity reveal. Perhaps one of the most unexpected things I've seen in quite some time.
Since then, he's been quietly planning an exit from the YouTube scene, having already made millions in ad revenue through his videos.
Really?
However, his decision to revisit an old controversy in preparation for this exit may have put a wrench in those plans. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly
Really?
YouTube documentaries, and today we're revisiting Nikocado Avocado, how he managed to change everyone's perception of him through one video, his slow fade into obscurity now that he's earned his millions, and why some parts of the internet still
Yeah,
considers
50
him the
million
villain
views on
who
that
should not be
video.
forgiven for his damaging actions.
is
But if
crazy.
you want to become a hero in my eyes, hit that subscribe button and
Hey,
let's get on
y'all
with the
show
video.
him some love.
Now, I've already covered some of Nikocado's shenanigans in a video before, but if you haven't watched that video or need a refresher, here's a super quick recap to get you up to speed.
All right, recap me.
Nikocado Avocado, real name Nick Perry, started his YouTube journey over a decade ago in 2014 as a vegan mukbanger who on occasion also mesmerized his viewers with his incredible violin arrangements. However, just 2 years later, Nick would renounce veganism completely because of some health issues he had.
I never seen this motherfucker's face. Now, granted, I knew he was white, but I don't know why. This is not how I imagined Internet Anarchist to look. I don't even know. That's not an insult, okay? Nor is it a compliment, okay? You just gonna have to let that sit and marinate in your chest. What the fuck am I talking about? He's never gonna see this video. Anyway, shout out to Internet Anarchist, man. I like his content.
Veganism completely because of some health issues he had.
I rotted a tooth. I had low B12 deficiency. My sex drive was terrible.
Really? I wondered that. Okay.
Terrible. Wow. I developed hypoglycemia. I don't know if it's directly related to the veganism, but I never had that before.
And because he found the online vegan community incredibly toxic.
I said in that video, why do vegans have to make everything about veganism? Why? There's so much more to life than veganism. Yes, it's an important cause, but when it becomes everything, you sound no different than the Mormons going door to door, knocking on the door saying, join my club.
From that point, his mukbangs went from being relatively healthy, normal-sized meals to obnoxiously gigantic portions made up entirely of fast food and processed junk. As unhealthy as it was, this ended up being a great move for his channel, with everything he put out in this era receiving millions of views. However, as the views grew, so did his weight. Year after year, his scale unlocked a new digit, transforming not only his body, but also his demeanor. This resulted in his videos transforming from lighthearted and fun.
Say noodle? Noodle? Okay.
Very picky.
He's a very picky bird, stubborn as can be. He only wants his food hot. And I'm telling him, in the wild, out with the other birdies, you'd be eating your food off the Oh, he made no objections to come onto my finger. That was a first.
To straight up depressing.
Really, really good person.
Are those sandwiches? What the fuck is that?
Why is he so good? Why is he so...
Are these sandwiches? What the fuck is this? This is like fucking chitlins. Like OD stuffed chitlins. What the fuck is that? That's disgusting.
While he himself turned into a desperate attention seeker, inserting himself into drama on every possible opportunity, with him clashing against everyone from Charlie and Stephanie Sue to even PewDiePie, all while humiliating himself even further.
Charlie is the GOAT. I will not accept Charlie's slander. None.
It reached a point where his audience saw him as nothing more than a caricature of what a ruined life looks like, with comments like, "He's a great example of what not to do with your life. Respect." And whenever I'm unsure about my life choices, I come back to this channel, and it makes me feel like an absolute legend. However, just when the internet started believing that Nick was slowly going to eat himself to death, he flipped the entire script by coming out with a reveal that broke the internet. On the 7th of September 2024, Nick posted a video on his main channel titled 2 Steps Ahead, where
this was literally
in just
a year
the first
ago.
few minutes,
A
he
year and
shattered
probably like
everyone's perception of him
less
with
than
a
a week.
massive change in his appearance.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment of my entire life.
Oh, look at his arms.
So I am the villain because I've made myself one.
He'd then go on to make another bombshell reveal about the amount of weight he'd lost.
Today I woke up from a very long dream. And I also woke up
He's lost so much weight. I never saw this video. So.
having lost 250 pounds off of my body.
All while ridiculing the viewers who made fun of him before, even comparing them to ants at one point.
For as long as I tell the
250
internet
pounds?
that I am the villain, stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants.
I'm not gonna lie, this nigga's the way he's talking is pissing me off. Shut the fuck up and get to the point. You think you sound like the fucking Riddler and shit, like, I have a riddle for you, Batman. What came first? The penis or the vagina? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Shut the fuck up.
Influence the ants. Brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
But deliberately not telling them how he'd achieved this incredible weight loss.
Thank you.
That said, the reveal itself was enough to stir interest across.
Ooh, he's standing like a ghetto bad bitch. Ooh, I know that pose. This pose right here. That's the ghetto bad bitch pose. Oh boy, I'm fucking weak.
All of the internet, making his video go mega viral and garner
Bro,
over 50 million
mil
views
is
to date.
crazy.
More importantly, longtime viewers were happy to see the massively positive change, since many of them had dismissed Nick as a lost cause by this point, stating, "This is like seeing a character you thought died in season 1 in season 8 being the secret villain this whole time. Unironically, this is probably one of, if not the best plot twist in the history of YouTube." Over the next couple of weeks, viewers also uncovered how Nick managed to lose over 250 pounds without anyone noticing. As it turned out, Nick had pre-recorded 2 years worth of videos and started
Bro, they eating each other face. Bro, them motherfuckers just switch shirts. It's the same pose, they just switch shirts.
worth of videos and started uploading them towards the end of September in 2022. These videos were designed to keep the Nikocado Avocado character in front of everyone's eyes, while the real Nick went on an incredible weight loss journey behind the scenes, losing 250 pounds through a diet that lasted over 800 days.
First of all, I was on a diet for 800 days.
Nick eventually confirmed this in part 2 of his reveal, when he mentioned how long it had been since he was in front of a camera.
Welcome to Nikocado 2. This is my second channel, and
Wow.
I hope you consider subscribing because I don't even know if people like me or if they want to hear from me. I haven't made a video for like 2 years.
He also revealed why he did everything.
This is something I've always wanted to do. You know, you could even tell in my soliloquy, I am always 2 steps ahead. I mean, these are characters, and
Please stop.
it's the vision I've had forever. And the whole character thing, I want to make people laugh.
And how he decided to use his theater training on YouTube when he wasn't able to land his role on Broadway as a violinist or an actor.
In case you didn't see the video on my main channel, basically I'm an actor. I went to school for acting. I have a very long history in performance. My background is
He's
in
a
theater.
method actor.
And it was my dream.
This
to
ain't
be
even
on
acting. This is a
Broadway.
method
Whether I
actor.
was acting or doing violin, I craved that theater. In the case of Broadway workers, like you get a contract for a tour
Him being
or
a theater
show,
kid
and
makes
when
so
it's
much
over,
sense.
you're unemployed.
Only a fucking theater kid would be fucking crazy enough to do this shit and be this fucking committed to gain that much weight, and then like intentionally, like not just because life's whooping your ass or you've got an issue or something. You're doing this as a charlatan. God damn it. As a facade to hide the fact that you're just trying to like do this. Oh, I'm an actor. Like, I'm not hating, honestly. It's actually fucking brilliant. Let's be honest. Like, the dedication it takes to play this role up and just like, for you got to think if he was pre-recording these videos and just posting them over time. Do you know how much weight he gained in such a short amount of time? Doing all the mukbangs and then just posting the videos over time. And then to drop all that weight, 800 days, bro, that's a long fucking time to do a diet. 800? Man, get the fuck out of here. Salute.
Again. I basically employed myself on my own terms here on YouTube.
Resulting in the creation of the Nikocado character.
Something that I learned in my training, like in school, was that the actors who had to undergo like the greatest physical changes, they lost a lot of weight for their role or they gained a lot of weight, those actors tended to have the greatest impact. You know, when you watch someone on screen and you've seen them before and other stuff, you start getting that backlog of, oh yeah, I remember them from this and this and this. But when they're like physically unrecognizable, totally different people, you
Method
don't get
actor,
that
bro.
backlog running through your brain.
Which was a great way to ensure that the audience never takes him seriously, so he could blur the lines between fiction and reality.
And so it was really
Smart.
easy for me to blur that boundary between fact and fiction, like I said, because I was physically so unwell. How do you take someone seriously or think that
You're
they're
playing
in
a
control,
dangerous game,
you know, when they look so out of
Be
control?
very lucky
Not
he
only
didn't
that,
like
but
have
a
something
month
serious
after his
happen to
mega
him.
viral 2 Steps Ahead video, Nick posted another video titled How I Fooled the Internet, which basically featured a collection of clips where he'd foreshadowed his own weight loss in rare character-breaking moments that no one at the time was able to pick up on.
I'm making this video for me to look back on in the future because I will get healthy. I will drop pounds. I'll do a transformation. Hi, Nick. Nick of the future.
I said it would be very unique, extremely unique. I actually can't
does
name
he
one
have
influencer
cheese
who's
on
going to do what I'm
noodles?
going to do.
However, there
That's
was one
disgusting.
moment in particular that Nick highlighted as the starting point of his weight loss journey. In his third channel titled 2 Steps Ahead, the truth was in front of you the entire time. This was the video he posted back in 2022 featuring the same monologue as his reveal video.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know.
That being said, Nick's transformation was a positive in almost everyone's eyes,
That's crazy.
including
Yeah.
Charlie, who once criticized
Yeah.
Nick for his unhealthy lifestyle, and was now praising him for the masterful reveal.
This moment right here is this generation's I am your father. This is up there with the Darth Vader identity reveal. Perhaps one of the most unexpected things I've seen in quite some time. When I was watching this, I let out an audible whoa. Like, I couldn't help myself. My body responded without any other part of me having say-so over it.
However, even though Nick had shocked everyone with his astonishing
crazy,
weight
man.
loss,
Salute.
many still wondered if he'd been able to maintain this weight, or if he would fall back into his old habits. Especially since, according to some studies, as many as 90% of people who lose a lot of weight gain it back over the next few years. Now, it has been 1 full year since Nick released his 2 Steps Ahead video, and fortunately, Nick is showing no signs of slowing down or falling into his old habits. He's even getting excess skin removal surgeries to indicate his dedication to stay at a healthy weight, starting in January 2025, with a plastic surgery for his face to remove the loose skin hanging under his chin. Then in February, he finally got a skin removal surgery through a 360-degree body lift, which resulted in over 10 pounds of skin getting extracted from his body. And finally, in March of this year, he decided to get a torso lift and a thigh lift to get rid of any excess skin that had been left over. But even though Nick is the healthiest he's ever been at this point, the same can't be said for his upload schedule. He's only been uploading once per month, and sometimes once every 2 months. He's likely exhausted the entire backlog of videos he'd created to hide his weight loss, and now with him still recovering from various surgeries, he's hardly been able to get back in front of a camera. His efforts to drum up any additional engagement have also been largely unsuccessful. A perfect example of this is the live meet and greet tour he announced from May 11th to June 28th, 2025.
I'm so excited to be doing a live version of my mukbang all over America and Toronto, Canada. Each show is going to have a presentation about my weight loss, how I did it, a signing, a meet and greet.
He kept hyping it up even in his later videos.
Meet and greet.
Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, how many of you guys are coming on my tour? My tour is literally in like a month.
Let's be honest. Nobody was going through that shit. That's why he didn't do it. Tickets wasn't right or whatever, but come on, man. Who the fuck gonna go watch a presentation about a motherfucker who's playing a role, who is method acting? Like, you ain't gonna sell enough tickets for that. Let's be honest. That's why you didn't do this, man. Internet anarchists, we ain't got a front.
For like 6 weeks. I'm so excited.
However, when May arrived, he ended up cancelling the entire event, with several Redditors on the r/Nikocado subreddit mentioning that they'd been refunded their tickets. The subreddit also concluded that the cancellation was most likely due to low ticket sales,
obviously,
with one Redditor even showing proof that only 6 people had bought tickets for his event in Houston, Texas. This latest setback, coupled with him not being able to rely on his Nikocado character to farm
this many, bro,
have led people to believe that his latest video might be his way of finishing up his YouTube career with a clean slate, since he's decided to revisit one of the biggest dramas he was ever involved in during his career, his alleged manipulation of fellow YouTuber Stephanie Soo. For context, this controversy started on the 18th of December 2019, when Nick posted a collab mukbang video with Stephanie along with fellow mukbanger Zach Choi. The video itself went off without a hitch, with all 3 of them interacting in a cordial manner, making the audience believe they were all good friends. However, that couldn't have been further from the truth, because just 4 days after this video, Stephanie would post a video on her channel declaring Nick a manipulator who was constantly trying to bully her into—
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. She knew what she was doing with this thumbnail and this title. Oh! Well, I'm scared of Nikocado Avocado. Why you gonna be scared of this big bastard? The fuck he gonna do to you? He's a manipulator. Okay, you did a video with him. You don't have to do no more videos with him. You don't have to communicate him anywhere. Done. Close your computer. Turn your PC off. Bam. Problem solved. What are we talking about?
to starting beef with another creator. She called him out for trying to act like her friend so she'd let her guard down, only to try and gaslight her into revealing what she told him in confidence on camera.
I know that the full footage is not out there. He did it in a way, I don't remember his exact wording, but it was in a...
What did you want to share? Or do you change your mind now?
I just feel like
You said you wanted to talk to your viewers with me here, because you never talked to any of your viewers.
And I just remember feeling just shocked because the way he went about it was just so, almost like an interrogation.
And trying to bully her through his platform.
The past couple of days have been filled with just a lot of manipulation.
I don't know. Okay,
in
so
particular, manipulating my own words.
To be fair,
against
I don't really know what the fuck happened. So maybe I'm just being judgmental. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm being judgmental, but I just hear this word get thrown around a lot. And a lot of times it don't be manipulation. Honestly, it just looks like he was just trying to get some clicks and some views and shit. I don't think he like was masterminding and shit. He just remembered that you said something. He tried to stir up some drama. Like, I guess technically that's a form of manipulation, but it make it seem like this motherfucker was like, he tried to take advantage. And like, I just think these words get overused so much. And then when they get overused like this, when you have real situations, they get undermined because it gets thrown loosely. You know what I'm saying?
To make me do things that I don't want to do and I don't feel comfortable doing. And a lot of Nikocado Avocado.
He just asked you a question.
To threaten me and to bully me. At this point, my home safety is kind of in question.
Nick tried debunking all her claims through a response video almost the same day, but
that man asked you if you wanted to talk about
him
something
at the time, with comments reading, "You're horrible, totally disgusting, karma will get you,"
Bro.
and "You're a disgusting person."
This is the
resulting in
internet.
Nick's reputation taking a serious hit. So by revisiting that situation with his newly improved reputation, he was most likely hoping that his audience might lend him a bit more of a sympathetic ear this time. He started off by mentioning how his side of the story in this controversy had been misrepresented.
Big time.
Stephanie Sue told the internet about our real-life interaction together in a way that seemed less like a personal story and more like a true crime special.
And how she blatantly lied about them being incredibly close.
Stephanie and I had met just one time in person before filming. One time. At a restaurant. We didn't know each other very well. We weren't close. We were just trying to break the ice before filming.
Used deceptive editing to make it seem like Nick had something to do with her past essay-related trauma.
In and out of sleep.
In and out of sleep.
Hopefully you can trust me now.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Good. Well, Me Too movement.
Hashtag me too.
Even going as far as to say that her tears in the video were fake.
But Stephanie didn't just
Oh, see, I don't know about that. Listen, I was with you before you were trying to say niggas was fake crying. I was with you because even that editing looks sketchy to me, and be honest. That camera, you can make that camera twerk. You can make them angles twerk and make it paint a crazy ass story. I was with you there, what you were saying. But this whole fake crying shit, like, that's just not gonna ring well with people. Like, telling somebody who has apparently an essay situation in the past and they're fake crying, that's just not gonna go over well. Like, even if you truly believe that she was fake crying, you can't say that. You just can't. I'm be honest, you can't. It's not gonna go over well. It's gonna go over bad, and that's probably where people didn't fuck with what you said. Before that, you was good though. I'm not hit my shit.
Rely on her words to sell this story. She relied on performance. The trembling voice, the sudden tone shifts, even moments where she appeared to cry, only for the emotion to vanish seconds later. It just all felt calculated.
However, he did admit and apologize for trying to make Stephanie talk about a topic she was uncomfortable with.
And that was 100% my fault. I was immature, I was unkind, I was unprofessional, I was childish, I was wrong. Stephanie, I am genuinely sorry. You were not obligated to sit and gossip with me on camera. You didn't owe me that.
That's what I said.
Out of line for reacting the way I did.
He was gossiping and trying to stir up some
ultimately
shit.
Explaining the real reason Stephanie made her video exposing him.
But when our collab fell apart, she panicked. She knew I was upset. She knew she said things that she didn't want going public. So before I could say anything, she got ahead of the story and she rewrote the story.
Surprisingly, this worked better than he could have expected,
Word.
with many of his fans taking his side this time around.
Word.
Stephanie is talking so childlike in that video, more than usual. That just paints a picture by itself. And can't believe the most mature YouTube drama response was from Nikocado Avocado. For now, Stephanie hasn't responded to Nick's video, and given how old the drama actually is, it's unlikely that she ever will.
Doesn't have
but
to
for
be
Nick,
honest.
this was most likely his way of clearing his name once and for all, just so he can make a clean exit from the internet, which makes total sense considering he's already made millions in ad revenue, he's now back at a healthy weight, and his reputation is at an all-time high. That said, while he himself might want to ride into the sunset, there are still some people on the internet who don't think he deserves that ending. Specifically, people who don't think Nick's actions should be excused just because he was playing a character, especially when those actions could have had direct influence on many in his audience, like when he made fun of his own diabetes, regardless of if it was real or not.
That was $18. Diabetes.
Or when he faked having a heart attack on camera.
Turn off the camera.
What's wrong? Are you done?
Turn off the camera.
Oh, wait, I got the aspirin.
Yeah, it's pinching really bad.
Oh.
Sure.
His on-screen borderline
What
abusive
the
relationship
fuck?
with
I didn't
Orlin
watch
also
his
became
videos,
a major
so-
point of contention, since to some, him constantly berating Orlin
Sit.
You're so fucking controlling.
and oftentimes getting physical,
You haven't done neither. You've done neither. You just keep eating stuff.
trivializes DV, even if it was all an act. And while one can make the
fuck?
argument that he should
I
be
never
held
saw a
accountable
single one
for
of this
those
dude's
acts,
videos. I
that
just
will
seen
likely
clips.
never happen. For most, Nikocado Avocado's career is the closest YouTube has ever come to offering a true redemption story. A story that many didn't think would be possible at all, considering the amount of views Nick used to get on his gross mukbang videos. However, he bided his time, squeezed all he could from his character, and made a grand reveal that went viral as the icing on the cake. And now, he's most likely going to ride off into the sunset to enjoy the health he's worked so hard for.
Hey, man. I can't be mad at him. My man got his money. My man did his thing. He blew the fuck up. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And got the fuck out of there. That's fucking lit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I came into this video based on, I knew very little of this dude, of Nikocado Avocado. Based on what I seen, I don't think he was really wrong in the Stephanie situation, especially how he handled it. The fake crying thing, I thought it wasn't gonna go over well because she has an SA thing, you know, prior to. But people actually like listen. They I thought they were gonna nitpick, but they actually took the thing in whole. And I thought his response was good and it went over well. And now he's lit. He finna just go off into the sunset. Salute to him. That's a level of dedication, though. Like, he was playing a dangerous game. You gaining all that weight in such a short amount of time, you really can have some serious health consequences. Like, because he had gained all that weight in a short amount of time, record all that content, and then, like, drop it slowly over years. So, to do that, he was playing with fate, but fate was on his side. Man, let me know if you liked the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Twitch.tv/DesiLux. Every other day we streaming, baby. I love y'all, man. Peace.